Hello and welcome to another studio vlog. This is actually studio vlog number 1 because in the last one we were assembling the furniture and putting the office somehow together, or the studio, so it's usable. And this time we're going to finally have some fun, although I really like assembling the furniture, but I like creating stuff more. So this week I'm going to create some artwork for my Patreon rewards. So if you don't know, I have a Patreon and I offer physical rewards, stickers and art prints, and this month theme, or the theme for June, is by the sea. So I'm going to be painting some octopus this week to make a sticker. And then I will see what else I can manage this week. I have a full-time job, so it's not always rainbows and unicorns, but I think it's going to be just fine. I'm also wanting to finally DIY trousers I bought recently. So I bought this white second-hand Levi's jeans. I want to make a stamp and I want to print strawberries on them. I'm obsessed with strawberries, what can I say? There you go. Anyway, so I want to do that. Hopefully I will manage this week. So if I do, I'm going to show you the whole process, from making my own stamp to figuring out how to do this. I never did like a lino or a lino print on textiles, so it's going to be interesting. I have just a few colors, so we will have to see what we can do, but I think that could be fun. And here I'm painting the mentioned octopus. I really sped it up because I'm very slow painter. I haven't been painting for so long, so whenever I paint I'm always learning, so I like to take my time to make the experience more relaxing than stressful, because trust me, watercolor can be really stressful. And I paint layer by layer, adding more color and more texture and more contrast to make sure that I get the result I want. And I am figuring it out as I go, because that's how I enjoy it. So I don't really manage to finish that many pieces in the week, because I really just like to take my time. And here I start adding a bit more texture and a bit more color, because that's how the octopus looked like. I'm not really going for super realism, but I want some kind of in-between illustration and real thing. I'm just figuring out what I like, really, so I just go with the flow and either I like it in the end or not. But in this case I actually really liked the result. So I'm adding more and more texture, more and more details, and then I start adding even more details. And here I decided to slow it down into the real time speed, so you can see how slow it is to make one freaking tentacle. But again, I love it, but it takes hours to create one painting, and then the editing process afterwards is another few hours, and in the end you have one silly sticker. But I still love it, so I keep doing it, but I don't know if it's very reasonable. Anyway, so this is the real speed process, so of painting one tentacle, and then we can speed up again and may get all the details finished. Then my camera decided to stop recording, so I have to just show you the final result, and you have to trust me that this is me who painted it. But here is the final result. I really like the texture and the detail and the contrast and everything about it. I think it turned out looking really cool. and I added a little more depth in the end. I think when I scanned it, it felt like it still needs even more contrast, so I added even a bit more brown, but I'm very happy with it. So the next step is to scan it. I just have a simple scanner, and to edit all the noise out. Because I use textured paper, I can't really easily remove the background without removing a piece of the art. So I remove as much as I can in Photoshop with the magic wand, and then I remove everything by hand, just like this. It's tedious, but kind of relaxing. And then I create the background and decide what color do I want for the sticker. So here I decided to go with blue because I thought it really complemented the color of the octopus and kind of this under the sea deep water feeling, and that's what we are going for. So the sticker is ordered now, and I will show you the final result once it's arrived. Okay, so the colors I have, or I bought for textiles, are these two. Oh, where are we? Here. Red and blue, because I originally thought I could do the strawberry same as I have my nails now. I hope it's sharp. If not, you know, it is what it is. But then I thought, you know, it's going to probably annoy me because I rarely wear two kind of strong colors like that together. So I'm thinking I will still keep the strawberry red, where we are here. And then I have this little kit of like a vintage textile colors, and I really like these two. So I'm thinking maybe one of these two could be for the stalk or stem, or I don't know what you call them with strawberry business, because this is a bit milder blue but still kind of blue, but this could also be really nice, I think, but maybe too light, so I might have to mix a little bit of the blue there, or I don't know, we will see what we do. For sure the strawberry will be red, and then maybe this or this, but now we have to make the stamp. Okay, so let me just put this aside. For the stamp, I got this kit from my boyfriend, or I ordered it and he was very kind to give it to me as a gift. It's from the brand called Speedball, and it was like a beginner's kit. So you got this tool, and you have 3 different size tips as a part of it, you put inside like so. There, hope you can see it well. Yes, so this was in the kit, and then I think there was a little tub with the black lino print color, and then there was this block. I think it was the pink one as a part of the kit, but that was very soft and really annoying, and I got another ones to test it out. This is kind of traditional, like the flooring, the linoleum. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. It's very, very hard and slippery, so I'm really scared to carve this. And then you can get these, which are a bit more chunky, and they are quite soft but still quite sturdy, so they hold the shape and they're not falling apart. I can show you, just let me grab it here. Here. I made this one before, for example. I also made this one. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a hand holding a letter and a hand holding a flower. And I also, no, that's nothing. I think actually this one was my favorite, because you can see here, when I was carving it, it was like falling off because it's so soft. So not favorite. So I think I'm gonna try this one. Okay, there. I have really trouble with left and right and things being mirrored, so when I'm looking now in the screen of the camera, I'm just very confused, so sorry for that. But I'm gonna carve the strawberry, and I'm thinking, there we are, I'm thinking to make 2 different stamps, right? Because we need one stamp one stamp. Let me show you my nails. One stamp for the body of the strawberry and one stamp for the green or whatever color we decide part. So you can stamp them together into different colors, but I also want them to fit perfectly together. So I'm going to draw one large-ish strawberry. We will see what size would be the best. And then I'm gonna carefully kind of split them in the end and make them into two different stamps. And what we want to do, there are different techniques. I'm quite a messy maker, so I'm just gonna draw it with a pencil somehow, and once I like it I will draw it again with a permanent marker, and then I'm gonna carve it out. My brain sometimes doesn't understand what should stay and what should go, so I have to kind of mark it very carefully or I'll make a mistake, but we will get to that later. I'm gonna draw now and I will come back to you in a second. I did exactly what I said I'm not gonna do. But what I'm going to do now is I am going to, the black is going to stay, the white seeds are going to be carved away, and then here I'm going to just make a line in between, I think, and this is also going to stay. So I kind of messed it up in my head, but I'm not a very experienced stamp carver, so it is what it is. Anyway, so I'm gonna start carving out the seeds, because then when I cover the strawberry in the red paint, the seeds are gonna stay white because the trousers are white, so I think that is genius. And then I think this needs to be full color, this whatever green part, and then I want there to be a little gap, so I think I'll just carve around, and it's gonna be quite easy actually. That's why I chose strawberry. So I'm gonna get into the carving now. I'm not professional, I'm saying that so you know, but one thing I learned, it's very important, and I learned it hard way, is you always have to carve against, not against. You never carve against, you carve from you. So always this way, and you always have your fingers there also. Never do like this or whatever. Always try to hold it away from your fingers, because it's gonna hurt. Trust me, I experienced it. So I start with this little one so I can define the sharp edges. It's probably wrong, but this is just what I do. So I'm gonna get into the carving now, and you can just watch if you want. outline of the strawberry. I'm going to keep this hole full. I just made the one line here, so there's like a little white gap. And now I'm gonna carve out all these seeds, and I'm gonna carve out all the background so it just stays as a really nice clean stamp. So let's do it! So I think I'm done. I'm going to now carve it out, and I'm going to wait until tomorrow to print it on the trousers because the light is going and I want to manage to film the whole process and show it to you. So we'll see you tomorrow. So I have done some test prints. Turns out I have no idea what I'm doing. And also these paints went bad. They are like really strange consistency, like when milk goes bad, it's like really nasty. So we can't use that. So I will have to buy new paint or use the blue one anyway. But I really like the pink. I just painted this with Posca pens because I think I read that you can use Posca pens for fabric as well. So I just painted it quickly so I can see what I like. This looks kind of cute too. And this, so I can't decide really. So I don't know. Maybe I should stick to the original idea and do blue and red as my nails. But I really think it's going to annoy me. So I don't know, man. So I think I will think about it for one more day, and I am going to the town tomorrow, so I might buy pink stamp paint or white so we can mix our own pink, because with the pen it's gonna take 7 years to paint all the strawberries. So that's an update, so we have to wait. Also, I was cutting cake, but luckily we have cute plasters, look at that. Okay, that's it. Okay, I couldn't help it and I added the blue as well. I'm obviously doing something wrong, so I have to figure out the technique because it's not printing too well, but this fabric is really textured, but then we can see all the colors. I don't know, I think this looks kind of cute, and maybe the blue is dark enough so it will not be annoying. But this is so, I don't know. Okay, we will see when we come back to this fantastic vlog, then we will know. My baby arrived! So while I was waiting for the printer to arrive, which is still not here, I decided to get the sticker machine as well. And here it is. So I thought I will unbox you, not you, it. And we have old office printer, so I will try to print some stickers on that so I can test this baby out. So let's do it. So I decided to record a voiceover here because I can't watch this anymore, as I know the outcome of this shenanigans. But here I'm very excited opening up the machine. I decided to go for a Cricut over Silhouette in the end, even though I read hundreds of bad reviews for Cricut, but I still thought, you know, maybe they are just not willing to figure it out. I'm gonna make it work. So I'm setting it up here in my little studio. Very excited about it. Here I'm just talking about that we have to set it up, and I'm also explaining that it's a sticker cutting machine, which many people don't realize. It doesn't print anything, it just cuts it out. So you still have to have a printer and you print it, and then the machine cuts it up for you as you ask it to do. Well, that's what you are hoping for. But soon we will find out that that's unfortunately not such an easy task. So here you can watch me figuring it out. I'm setting up the paper and doing some initial tests as the software requires. This is a sticky mat. You put whatever you want to be cut on. I don't even know what I'm talking about here. Anyway, of course I do it wrong, so the machine cuts into the mat and not into the paper. Very good job, but then eventually I figure it out, and I decide to print out first stickers and try it. So I print out the new octopus drawing I done. I set everything up as it's supposed to be, and I am just hoping for the best because the calibration went well and everything is supposed to work. And then the machine loads it and it just cuts the outline of the whole rectangle, and that's it. So I'm like, okay, but that's not really what we wanted. And then I print out something else and I talk about it and I try it again. Meanwhile, I watched about 100 videos explaining how to go around it. I load it up in the machine and really think, okay, now it's gonna work. I did it exactly the way it's supposed to be. I followed all the procedures. The files are definitely correct because other stickers were made based on that. And the machine actually starts cutting some interesting shapes, so I am very hopeful. Oh no, in this phase it just cuts the rectangle, so I kind of reset the files again and then put it back in to recut it, and then it starts cutting some interesting shapes, which I'm very happy about because I'm thinking, okay, now this is going to be it, right? This machine cost a lot of money. They know what they're doing. It's a professional company, so what else can go wrong? It's not for graphic designers, it's for home use. So how difficult can it be to print out one silly sticker sheet? Well, little did I know that my machine decided to be insane and cut very interestingly. So at this point I spent several hours setting it up, resetting it, trying different softwares, and I am just a little bit losing it and regretting my choices. So I give up and I go to the garden. Because my garden is very relaxing to me, and watering the plants and going around them always makes me feel better. So that's what I decided to do. And now I'm sharing it with you, and maybe if you are feeling stressed or anxious, it's gonna make you feel a little better as well. Alright, so you friends voted that the red and blue is the best idea for my strawberry jeans, so that's what we're going to do. I still haven't really figured out how to make it print really nicely and evenly, so I will do some more test prints here and we will see what technique is going to be the best. I have this little roller, so I will put the color, the paint in the container, roll it flat and then roll it on the stamp. Then you turn around the stamp, roll over it to apply pressure, and hopefully the print will be clear, clean, nice. So I will try that and we will see what's going to happen. Well, it's better than the first one, but now the holes kind of disappeared, so I think that was too much ink. I guess we are getting somewhere. That's better, but I think it's still too much. It's not entirely horrible. If we look here, let's see, I'll try to... So this was the first one, here. And you can see that there is like... Maybe I need to carve the holes bigger, so that when this happens it's not gonna be a problem. The middle one is like... And this one, it's not really completely covered with ink. You can see that the white is coming through. So this one was the best print, but the holes are not quite visible. I definitely think I need to carve the holes a bit deeper, so I don't get these little messy prints there. So I will clean up the stamp, cut the holes bigger and deeper and try again, and I think that could be it. So let's do it! In case any of the ink would soak through the fabric, you don't want it to go all the way through. So I will use this cardboard piece and I'll just move it around. And now I'm gonna get into printing. So I will let you watch and I will shut up and focus on work so I will not make a mistake. I think I want all the strawberries to face down, so they're kind of a little organized, but I will print them differently, so they're a little bit kind of fun and silly. But let's see how... Oh, one more important thing. Before you print on anything, make sure you wash it, and wash it without a softener, because if you buy new garment, it's usually covered in chemicals to protect the fabrics during the transportation from mold and other nasties. And if you use a softener, it also can create problematic layer and the paint doesn't stick properly. So always wash the garments, maybe even twice, to make sure the fabric is ready to accept the paint. That's it. So this is it for now, and I really love it. It looks so cool. Of course it's not, oops. Of course it's not perfect, it's handmade, but it's a bit like art, you know. If you look from very close you will see all the imperfections, but if you look from the distance you won't see those little mistakes. It's just perfect. So I will end it here because I will just keep going on the back the same way, and then I will add the blue parts, which I am really questioning now because I love how red and white it looks, and maybe I will eventually anyway ditch the blue and make it pink, because I think it will look much cooler, because the blue will not compete with red, or pink would not compete with the red. So let's see. I think it will take me maybe 2 more hours, so I will leave it here and you will have to come back next week to see the result, whether or not I went for blue or something completely else. I'm sorry, you gotta come back. But if you made it all the way here, thank you so much for watching my first attempt in studio vlogging. I tried to capture all the creative things I did this week, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely week.